What happens if a real-life gangster becomes an actor? Fake reactions on a film set turn into genuine emotions, and even the on-screen romance feels a little too real. The movie is titled Rough Cut, referred to as Prophet in the source, a gripping film that keeps viewers hooked until the very end. So let's start. Phoenix is a detail-oriented gangster who never leaves his enemies alive. His signature style involves drowning them in the middle of the ocean, but before he kills them, he slips some money into their pockets so it might come in handy during their journey to hell. Interestingly, he's crazy about movies, and his favorite action star is Jason. He never misses any of Jason's films and loves his action sequences. However, he keeps his passion a secret because he doesn't want his subordinates to know about his obsession. On the other side, we have Jason, a very popular star. However, his producers, directors, and managers are fed up with him due to one bad habit. During action scenes, Jason actually hits his co-stars. He believes this method acting brings life to the scene and makes it look authentic. Because of Jason's violent behavior, many of his co-stars have ended up in the hospital, making him a target for the media. Jason is incredibly arrogant. Success has gone to his head, causing him to lose respect in the eyes of his fans. He takes everything lightly, despite his manager warning him that if he keeps injuring people, no one will want to work with him. Jason, however, couldn't care less. Meanwhile, Phoenix works for a Don named Nigel, who is currently in jail. Phoenix frequently bribes a chief named Park to help get Nigel released. One night, Phoenix visits a restaurant with his crew. He spots the actress Mina and asks the manager about her, learning that Jason is there having a meeting with director B. Ho. Hearing Jason's name, Phoenix wants to meet him, but he doesn't want to reveal his business in front of his men. Instead, he sends one of his guys to get an autograph. Since Jason injured his previous co-star, the director has found a new actor named Billy to play the villain opposite Jason. Jason wants an actor who won't complain if he gets hit for real. While they are discussing this, Phoenix's man walks in and asks for an autograph. Jason asks, "Are you a fan?" When the man says, "Absolutely not," Jason arrogantly replies, "Then send the person who is actually a fan. I'll give the autograph to him." The man leaves furious. Eventually, Phoenix approaches Jason personally. He tells Jason, "I've seen all your films. I wanted to be an actor like you, but I became a gangster instead." Jason mocks him, saying acting isn't a piece of cake. Phoenix asks for an autograph, but Jason lectures him, saying, "Don't waste your youth on this kind of work." Phoenix retorts, "What you fake in front of a camera, I do for real in life. Luck favored you, so you became an actor. It didn't favor me, so I became a gangster." Offended, Jason refuses to shake Phoenix's hand. Phoenix leaves, but shortly after, his men return and a brawl breaks out between them and Jason. Phoenix intervenes to stop his men, telling them if an actor's face gets ruined, his career is over. He beats his own men for the mistake and tells Jason, "People treat you like trash because of your arrogance." He hands Jason money for his medical bills, writing his phone number on the note, but demands an apology for ruining his evening. When Jason refuses to say sorry, Phoenix leaves silently. Jason is left seething with rage. Jason is secretly in a relationship with his old lover, Kimmy, keeping it hidden to avoid media scandals about dating an ordinary girl. Kim is heartbroken because she truly loves him, but he treats her poorly. The next day on set, filming begins with the new co-star, Billy, during a fake fight. Jason hits Billy for real. Billy, badly injured and furious, quits and goes to the hospital. Billy's fans react by throwing eggs and trash at Jason. Instead of apologizing, he swears at them. The director, fed up, tells Jason to find his own co-star. Jason calls every actor he knows, but everyone makes excuses and refuses. That's when Jason finds the banknote with Phoenix's number on it. Jason realizes Phoenix is the only man who can play the role because he is actually interested in acting. He meets Jason and offers him the villain role. He explains, "I'm the hero, you're the villain, and everything needs to look real. I want a real gangster to play the villain." Phoenix agrees to do the film on one condition: the fighting must be real. They will not fake it for the camera, they will actually fight. Jason agrees. The script dictates that Jason's character gets beaten up by the villain in the beginning and only wins in the final scene. Jason plans to train hard so he can beat Phoenix when the final shoot arrives. The next day, Phoenix arrives on set with his crew. The director is shocked but excited to have a real gangster as the villain. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Phoenix kisses the heroine Mina off script. When Mina slaps him, he claims he was just rehearsing. The director, surprisingly, likes this authenticity. As filming begins, the episodes are intense. Jason realizes that acting against Phoenix is tough work. Meanwhile, Phoenix's men are confused, wondering why his boss is leaving gangster life to do this stupid acting. Phoenix assures his right-hand man that he will still get his boss out of jail. During a fight scene where Phoenix has to beat Jason, he does it for real. He mocks Jason, saying, "If I hit you like we do in the streets, you'd wet your pants." Jason stays silent, but feels challenged. Later, Mina calls Phoenix for help because a thug is harassing her. Phoenix goes to the location and saves her. Hurt by Phoenix's words, Jason gets drunk and is intimate with his old lover Kim in his vanity van. Unknown to them, someone secretly films the intercourse. The next day, Jason finds Phoenix sitting in his chair on set. When Jason complains that it's the hero's chair, Phoenix calmly gives it up. However, during the scene, Phoenix improvises by threatening Jason with a broken bottle. Jason is genuinely terrified. The director praises the acting, leaving Jason feeling insecure and overshadowed. Jason's financial troubles worsen. His vanity van is repossessed by the bank. His manager blames Jason's behavior for their lack of work. Meanwhile, Mina is impressed by Phoenix's personality and reveals she is Jason's ex-girlfriend, which makes Phoenix feel a bit insecure. She asks him, "Since you do everything for real, are you going to force yourself on me for real tomorrow's rape scene?" Phoenix doesn't answer. However, during the shoot, instead of acting, Phoenix does everything in real time, like a psycho. It took some time for everyone else to realize what was happening. When Jason saw what the heck Phoenix was doing, he interfered immediately and protected Mina. Mina is, however, annoyed at Phoenix for holding back. In the underworld plot, Phoenix learns that Park has stolen contracts that are evidence against Nigel. Nigel orders Phoenix to kill Park. Phoenix catches Park, but tired of violence, decides to burn the papers and let Park go, telling him to leave the country. He lies to Nigel that Park is dead. Park, however, betrays Phoenix and tells Nigel the truth. Back on set, Jason prepares for the final scene where he must defeat Phoenix. Phoenix, now enjoying the stardom, starts getting close to Mina. One day, Jason receives a parcel containing the sex tape with Kim. The blackmailer demands a huge sum of money. Desperate, Jason tries to sell his car but fails. He ends up swallowing his pride and borrowing money from Phoenix, using his car as collateral. When Jason goes to pay the blackmailers, Phoenix's men follow them. They catch the culprits, but it turns out Jason's own manager was behind the blackmail. Jason beats the manager, realizing that in the glitz of the film world, he was surrounded by fakes, while he had pushed away the only person who truly loved him, Kim. Filled with regret, Jason meets Kim at a cafe where they used to meet before he was famous and apologizes. Then, he meets Phoenix and offers him a chance to work together again, but Phoenix mocks him. In a twist, Park the traitor attacks Phoenix and kills all his men. But he didn't kill Phoenix. Park does the same signature move to Phoenix. He put some money in his pocket to buy a ticket to hell and left Phoenix injured there. The producer is furious because the movie is unfinished, but Phoenix arrives and says he is ready to complete it. Jason attacks Phoenix, and Phoenix taunts him, saying, "You only hired me so you could beat me in the movie because you can't do it in real life." Jason challenges him. The final fight will be real. Forget the script. Whoever has the strength wins. The climax is shot in one take. The director yells "action" and the two men brutally attack each other. It's no longer about the movie, it's a battle of egos. They trade punches until both are exhausted and collapse. Ultimately, Jason's stamina prevails and he wins the fight. The director yells "cut" and the shot is approved. After the shoot, Phoenix tells Jason, "Now you have become a real hero," and drives away.
Jason follows him to an isolated area. Phoenix stops his car and says he is going to shoot a real film where Jason is the camera. Suddenly, Park appears with an antique statue. Phoenix snatches the statue and beats Park to death right in front of Jason. Jason realizes that a gangster's life is horrifyingly different from an actor's. Covered in blood, Phoenix hands the statue to Jason as if challenging him. I showed you I could go from gangster to actor. Now do you have the guts to go from actor to gangster? The police arrive and arrest Phoenix. Jason is left standing there, staring in disbelief. The movie ends here.